From the Metroplex, we join you from Jerry World, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, a good one in the AFC East. It's the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys.
Let's go! Let's go!
We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go from AT&T Stadium. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
Washington will take over.
Third season for Jaden Daniels with the Commanders. Number 2 overall pick, had a fabulous rookie season in 2024. Some bumps and injuries in year 2, and here he is now in year 3.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend play.
Oh, right away they're coming after him. Right away they get to him. Sack on the opening snap of the game.
Mike, you said it. You mentioned just how loud it was, the energy in this building leading up to the opening kickoff. And with a sack like that on the first play of the game, this crowd's only going to get louder. And, man, we could feel it all the way up here in the booth.
That'll bring up second and long. Play action. Here's Daniels. His pass caught. It's Chigokonkwo. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
And it's third down.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
In motion, Okonkwo. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. They pick up 17 through the air. First down, Washington.
First down.
It's a really important conversion right there, Mike, because you just don't want to go 3 and out on the road, especially on your opening possession of the game. You want to let your offense get some rhythm, establish and unfold some of the game plan you've set up coming in. They're going to have a fresh set of downs here and now say, okay, can we turn this good start of a drive and finish the drive with some points?
It'll get forward to about the 42. Shamar James there on the stop.
At the 42-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Second down and 8. A quick throw on the RPO is complete, and they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Commanders first down. Here's carry number 1 for Rashad White. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down. On play action, Daniels. That's to the right side, and it's Sinnott. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 18-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Terry McLaurin, touchdown Commanders. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now Jake Moody for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead.
Commanders 7, Cowboys 0.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. CeeDee Lamb there to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
On the return.
Greg, he's one of the veterans of the league now. Here comes Dak Prescott in the Cowboy offense. Season 11 for Dak. He turned 33 back in July and was 3rd in the league in passing a season ago.
Yeah, I think there's very few guarantees in the NFL, Mike, but I think if there's one thing that's pretty close to certain, if Dak Prescott is healthy, and in the last couple years, that's kind of been a mixed bag, but when he's on the field week in and week out, this Dallas Cowboys team is going to throw for a lot of yards, and they are going to score a lot of points. So it's can they get their defense to go ahead with the play at quarterback they've gotten from Dak Prescott.
Cross on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again here with Williams. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. The rookie first-round pick. They're on the tackle.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Third down, they need 5. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
To return is Williams. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Commanders offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Krosky Merritt. And he'll take this up past the 40, pick up a 5.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
from the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Man in motion, it's Diggs. Now a little pop pass. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Taken down at
First catch of the game for Diggs, and it's a first down.
And the Commanders' first down.
First down, 10 yards to go. On the give, Krosky Merritt. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
At the 32-yard line.
Nice combination of vision, patience, and speed by the running back here. The vision to see the hole, the patience to let the blocks unfold, and then the speed to hit it and pick up a nice gain.
2nd and inches. Krosky Merritt to run again. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
He was brought down at the
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Momentum building here. On this drive, they go again, 1st and 10. A give, and here's White. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Tackle made at the 16-yard
It's a gain
line.
of 12 there. First down, Washington.
First down, Washington.
Really well executed counter run there, Mike. And what you're trying to do anytime on these misdirection schemes is you're trying to get these linebackers that might play at a 4.5 speed to maybe play at a 4.7 speed. The hesitation, not understanding exactly where the ball is going to end up, gives you an advantage offensively, just like we saw here.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Cowboys' 12-yard line.
This will be a 2nd down and 6. The motion man here is McClure. On 2nd down, here's Krosky Merritt. And he'll look for somewhere to go, but the lanes are all closed up. He's going to wind up losing a yard.
Really nice job here defensively, not only to get the penetration and to clog those run lanes, but they're able to take them down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
3rd down, and they need 7. Throwing is Daniel. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
For the field goal, a 30-yard attempt.
Moody's kick is good. And the Commanders will extend to a 10-0 lead.
Cowboys nothing.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Moody comes back on the field after making the field goal. He's set to kick off. Covante Turpin on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Cowboys set to get back to work. And there's a look at Clayton Adams, their offensive coordinator. Adams, year 2 now as the offensive coordinator in Big D. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Dak, fake to Williams. Now he'll throw. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
at the 27-yard line.
He'll try the right side with Williams. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down.
At the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
He'll try to run for it with Williams. He'll try to push his way forward, but there's nowhere to go. They've got him right at the line of scrimmage.
That's really well done defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block, find the ball, bring them down. That's exactly what they do. No gain, 4th down.
Here's Brian Anger now. He's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. Fair catch made here, and the drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Commanders' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession with a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. They'll go play action here with Daniels. Short one there to Okonkwo.
Daniels pass.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 4. On the handoff, it's Krosky-Merritt. He's inside the 40, inside the 20, and they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way.
Touchdown,
71 yards. Touchdown, Washington.
And this is the conversation that surrounds the topic of running the ball in the NFL. Mike, if you're going to rely on scoring on 10, 11, 12 play drives and then fight it out in the red zone, there's a lot of pressure on that red zone offense. It's going to be very hard to accumulate a lot of points, but when you can be explosive and you can score from a ways out, that's the sign of the most impactful run game, and big-time play there.
Extra point up and good from Moody. And the Commanders move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. CD on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Cowboys offense ready to take over possession of the football. They've had it twice, and they've punted twice, still seeking that first down of the game as they begin this 3rd drive. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. from the 31. Here's 2nd and a couple. It's another run here for Williams. And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Now he'll run it. And he will slide at the end, give him about 5. And now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And we're not going to have another snap here. First quarter will come to an end. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football. They come up now on 3rd down and 4 to go. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Tough one to pick up here. 3rd down and 9. They put Pickens in motion. On 3rd down, Prescott. That's right side. He's got Ferguson. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And he's going to pick up the Cowboys' first down. That's a gain of 7 on 4th and 4.
There's nothing worse than having to settle for a field goal when you're in the red zone. So they roll the dice here. They leave the offense on the field, and boy, does it pay off. Great job by the quarterback extending this drive with his legs, and he sets up 1st and goal.
Prescott. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
His throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and I think that's a really smart decision. You certainly don't want to take a sack in any goal-to-go situation, or even worse, throw a pick. So understanding he still has 2 more shots at the end zone, I really like that decision.
2 incomplete passes now lead to this 3rd down and goal. And he cannot escape. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys, they're finally on the board. It's 17-3.
What a start to a career for Brandon Aubrey. All-Pro as a rookie in 23. He's been the NFC's Pro Bowl kicker 3 years running, and he delivers again for the Cowboys here in year 4.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. At the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Williams now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Commanders' offense headed back out, along with the guy who goes by Bill, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Open right side is Okonkwo. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick 1st down.
Everyone always assumes that you only want to run drag routes or crossing routes just underneath like mesh concepts against man coverage, but so often they're equally as effective against the zone. All it takes is one of those underneath man defenders to latch on to the wrong route, and all of a sudden there is a lot of room, not only for the completion, but for yards after the catch.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. In motion, Okonkwo. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a 1st down. And in motion, it's Diggs. Up the middle, Krosky-Merritt. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
The ball carrier. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. The RPO, this one to McLaurin. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Commanders' 1st down.
Washington.
That's to McLaurin. They connect again. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Cowboys' 34-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll throw with Daniels. That's complete. John Bates, the tight end. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. A run out of the gun. Krowski Merritt, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Daniels. And he'll finally just get rid of this one. Didn't want to take a chance. Good decision. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders add on to their lead.
Cowboys 3.
Moody comes back on the field after making the field goal. He's set to kick off. On the return, here's Turpin. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Play fake. Prescott. That's complete to Devontae Turpin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play for the Cowboys. 35 yards.
41-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
He'll edge forward for maybe a yard. Jordan McGee there on the stop.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he'll drive this one forward down to the 36. Nick Cross will bring him down.
36-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
We'll come to the line for 3rd down and 5. Prescott now. To the left side, caught by Lamb. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback. Not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
In some rhythm, good drive rolling. Here's another 1st and 10. Pistol now for Prescott. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yard.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
Well, they come to the line. Not an easy one to convert. 3rd and very long. In motion, Lamb. Dak facing 3rd and long. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. Hit by the rookie out of Ohio State.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake, and you're not going to get away with it at this level.
The Commanders' offense headed back out, along with the guy who goes by Bill, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And he has been the focal point of this offense. When you get a performance like this, you can almost invariably know the offensive line's been stellar, and they have been so far. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. And in motion, it's Diggs. He'll step up and run this. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Daniels with a give to Krosky-Merritt. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, Washington.
This offensive line continues to be very physical at the point of attack. They've been able to give their backs plenty of room to run. And that's why they've already eclipsed the century mark here in the opening half.
And they will get another play off. We have reached the 2-minute warning. Greg and I, back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. A screen set up for Krosky-Merritt.
Daniels pass complete to Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll run with Krosky-Merritt, and he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a 1st down.
In on the stop. A gain of 1 yard. 1st down, Washington.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Daniels now going to look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
It's third
Here in the
down.
first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Look wide. Get this one complete. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as they'll discuss what's to come. This fourth down is looming.
A gain of 2 yards on the play brings up fourth down.
The motion man here is McLaurin. They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
Prescott on first down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It leads to second and 10.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. It's going to be third. They need one. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got his man. It's Pickens. 11 yards on the pass there. First down, Cowboys.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
At the 41-yard line.
Second and 5. Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This officially a 58-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys are back within 2 scores.
Defense. That penalty is declined.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. In motion, Okonkwo. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be taken down as time runs out and we've come to the end of the first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cowboys offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Now, Prescott. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. They'll go with Williams. And he's going to weave his way forward. It's a first down at the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll go again here with Williams. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
That is Ferguson in motion. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down.
George Pickens has always had the talent, Mike, to be one of the best receivers in the league. And a year ago in Dallas, it really all came together. Talent career high in pretty much every category. So sometimes all a guy needs is a change of scenery, a coach that believes in him, a quarterback that trusts him. And here in Dallas, he gets it all.
A quick slant taken by Lamb. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Trying to claw their way back into this one, and that'll help. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the
nice catch there by CD. Continues to be one of the best receivers in the league for a while. And, you know, he was battling some injuries this season ago, still put together his 5th straight season of over 1,000 yards. And at this point, you kind of know what you're going to get with him. And That's an elite receiver.
And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of
4
bounds.
yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 6. They'll throw again. Dak. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure is good, but you have to contain them. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
3rd and short. Prescott. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
That is Ferguson in motion. They run over center with Williams. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
That is Ferguson in motion. On 2nd down, it's Dak. Pass brought in by Ferguson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Now Dak on 4th down. And he's in. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. His kick. Cowboys will cut the deficit to 7.
Makes the score. Commanders 20. Cowboys 13.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Williams on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Commanders' offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. The motion man here is McClure. They'll go play action here with Daniels. That ball caught.
Daniels
One hand needed. What a catch.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
On the give, Krosky Merritt. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Commander's first down.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
On first down, it is back to Krosky Merritt. Inside the 20. And he will score. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, touchdown Washington. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Good looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
On is Moody to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Commanders will extend this third quarter lead.
Commanders 27, Cowboys 13.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. Dak, fake to Williams. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. And the Commanders come up with a takeaway. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. And he'll give it up on the pitch. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
Really nice job by this running back here, Mike. I don't think this play was blocked particularly well. I think it was a combination of his patience and then his speed around the left side to not only pick up the first down, but pick up good yardage while he was at it.
They'll run with Krosky Merritt. Down to the 4. It'll be second and goal.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
In motion, Okonkwo. On play action, Daniels. This one caught at the 4. And he's got another one. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, touchdown Commanders. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Moody now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Commanders tack on one more to their lead.
Commanders 34, Cowboys 13.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. CD on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Cowboys offense back onto the field for their next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those 2 things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
That's quick RPO to Ferguson. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
The Cowboys.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
That is Ferguson in motion. He'll get about 2. Mikey Sainristil that time makes the play.
Mikey Sainristil makes the stop. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. He's got the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Trying to start this long road back. They've got a 1st down here.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Trying to start this long road back. They've got a 1st down here.
It's just so good to see Javonte Williams back, Mike, playing at this level. It looked like he might never be the same. You think back to that ACL tear back in 2022. It kind of took him a couple seasons, but last year he looked better than ever 1st year with the Cowboys, and now here he is trying to build on that in year 2.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. Prescott. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Now a 2nd down throw. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And the Commanders come up with the takeaway. Those are the places on the field where the defense wants to come up with the big plays, and that was one. Down deep, get to the quarterback, knock it out, and come up with the recovery.
Mike, this is one of those times where I think for a quarterback, they get caught in between. Do I want to be a runner and take it in myself? Do I have time to let my wide receivers develop in the end zone? I think he holds on to it just a little too long. The defense pokes it free and creates a huge turnover.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Krosky Merritt. And he'll have a Commanders 1st down as he gets this up to the 24-yard line.
Have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box. And then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing game.
Krosky Merritt to run again. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another 1st down.
And the Commanders.
Well, after the nice run to start the drive, why not go back to the well and try it again? And that's exactly what they do. Have to imagine at some point now, the defense tries to change their look.
On the ground, this is White. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Daniels. Down the field, he's got his tight end Okonkwo. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take them.
And he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D-tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Off he goes. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
They'll try to pick it up with Krosky Merritt, and he will have the Commanders' 1st down as they are able to keep this drive moving.
1st and goal.
And this is just a defeated defense at this point in the game, Mike. It's been like this all day long. They just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on 3rd down, and they just can't make a play.
Krosky Merritt will take this one into the end zone. Touchdown, Commanders.
Touchdown, Washington.
And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
On is Moody to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
41, Cowboys 13.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. CD on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And we'll run you through some of the highlights from earlier in this one. There's just the one touchdown pass. Doesn't look remarkable if you look at the stat sheet, but watching the game, you see when the throws needed to be made, he has made them. That is Ferguson in motion. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 8. Pistol now for Prescott. To the outside, looked in by Lamb. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
3rd down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down.
I think it's safe to assume that is not how they envisioned that 3rd down play call going. And now after going backwards, it's going to bring up 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Jaden Daniels and that Commanders offense stepping back on the field once again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Washington. To throw is Daniels. A screen set up for Krosky Merritt. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Throwing on second down, Daniels. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
That's complete on the tight end screen. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Nice job here by the defense. They understood this quarterback is looking to push this ball downfield past the line to gain, and he's got no choice but to check it down short to the tight end, rally tackle, and brings up fourth down.
And they blocked the kick.
And that's just a really good effort there. Remember, if he misses the ball and he runs into the kicker, that's an automatic first down, but he doesn't. Not only does he get through, almost untouched, he's able to get a hand on it and block the kick.
The Cowboys offense, ready to get back at it. Let's go back and scroll through some of their drives. One theme, Greg, going to keep emerging throughout. Too many turnovers.
Yeah, I think it's been a combination of just carelessness, right? Some sloppy play offensively that has caused some of them. But also, let's give some credit to the defense. I think in a lot of the cases, they're also forcing these takeaways, punching the ball out, going up for interceptions. They've been in the right place at the right time. So, combination of really good defense at times, and at times, really bad offense.
That is Ferguson in motion. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson, and that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Commanders' 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. Now a give to Davis. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Couldn't connect with CeeDee Lamb. It'll be 2nd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
He's got that complete to Turpin. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
It's no secret this day has been a rough outing all around, so at this stage of the game, really no choice but to remain aggressive and just try to find something positive on a day where there's been a lot of negative.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
To the air again, Prescott. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
He's got it inside the 5. And the Cowboys going to be set up with 1st and goal. They're able to convert on that 3rd and 3.
And the Cowboys.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Davis. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
They're called in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. And the Cowboys are able to edge a bit closer.
Makes the score. Commanders 41. Cowboys 20.
We're down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here, trying to get an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
The Commanders' offense headed back out, along with the guy who goes by Bill, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And as we go through the highlights, no shortage of touchdowns today. 3 trips to the end zone in this one. The combination, the power, the speed, everything on display, and the defense has seen it all. Man in motion, it's Diggs. Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Taken down at the 41.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry, and anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Right back to Krosky Merritt. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
Tackle made
And with
at
that
the
run, Mike,
38-yard
even though it
line.
brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. He'll get this out to the left flat, and he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup
To
of
Stefon
8.
Diggs. An 8-yard pickup. And the
So,
Washington first
2 minutes to
down.
play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Run over center, and that's Krosky Merritt. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
So these screenplays, they always seem so commonplace. They seem a little bit routine, right, Mike? But really, for them to work, there's a huge, significant timing element to it where the offensive line, the back, you can't be downfield too early, but you can't go too late. There's so many reps that allow certain teams to be really good at the screen game and allow certain teams to just never really get their screen game off the ground.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This will be a 48-yard attempt. Moody's kick is good. And the Commanders will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Jake Moody.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. CD on the return. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That's to the left side. He's got Ferguson, and he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Second down, they need 2 yards. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A pickup of 12 yards.
That's good.
First down, Cowboys.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.